everyone, it's Nick Rakowski with RE/MAX down here in Ithaca, New York. Just to remind you that spring's around the corner, and that means one thing. Houses are going up for sale. Now, if you're ready to be ahead of the commotion, and you're ready to purchase on the spot, I have 3 tips for you, so that way you can make that happen. So, let's get into them, because I know we all are busy, and we all are ready to get a move on in life. So here we go. Number 1, you want to get your finances in order. So that means you're going to want the following objects when you are about to go get pre-qualified. You're going to want your last 2 years of tax returns. So in this case, you're going to want 2018 and 2019's tax returns. Okay? You're also going to want your last month of pay stubs, because a lender is going to want to see how much money you make, either weekly or bi-weekly. Because when you pay a mortgage, you're paying a monthly mortgage, so they want to make sure you're covered. And then third, you're going to want to make sure that your debt to income is low. So what I mean by that is that your debt, because the amount of money that you have to pay for your expenses versus the amount of income that you make. So, what you want to do to get an idea of how much you pay, try to list out your expenses, and at the top of that list, put how much money you make. You can either do this monthly or you can do it weekly. And calculate out what your expenses are and how much you have at the end when you pay off all your expenses. You would be quite surprised how much money you have versus how much money you spend. And a lender is going to look at that too in order to make a judgment if you can pay a mortgage or not. Okay? After you get your finances in check, you want to go do number 2, and that's talk to a lender. There are so many lenders out there. I get emails from lenders every single day asking for my business, my client's business. I have people that want to lend me money, and they're just all over the place. Finding a lender is very easy to find, but at the same time it's very difficult to find, because you need to find the right lender to fit your needs. And depending on your income, depending on your debt, depending on your spouse, if you're married, if you're single, all of these different financial, I guess what's the word to put it, all these financial conditions, they meet a certain lender, and different lenders can help you out. So what I recommend, especially to those who are first-time buyers, is going through a local lender. They tend to have the best rates, and they're the most flexible. If you want to venture further, you can get into national banks as well. They're going to be a little bit more rigid on their terms, but you might be able to get a better conventional loan, or maybe you're able to work an FHA differently than through a local lender. It all depends on who you would want to work with. And after you have your lender, and after you have your finances in order, you want to move on to number 3, which is knowing your criteria. So, what I mean by this, do you want a big house, a small house, medium house? Do you want a big yard, a small yard? Do you want a good school district? Do you want neighbors? Do you want to live, have a little bit more elbow space? It all depends on what you want. But you won't know until you sit down and you really think about what you're looking for and why you're buying a house. So, the reason why I say this is because I have a lot of people come to me saying, Nick, I want to buy. And when I ask them, awesome, what kind of house do you want to buy? They look at me with a blank face and say, I just want to buy a house. Well, that's not really truly helpful to anybody, because we all want to buy a house. But knowing what kind of house you want to buy is going to help your realtor more, and it's going to help you buy that home that you always wanted. So, again, here are the quick 3 tips that I have, just to do a little quick recap. Number 1, getting your finances in order. Number 2, talking to a lender. And number 3, knowing your criteria. you have all of those three in place and ready to go, you're going to be ready to buy a home as soon as you see it. So, anyways, for those of you who do not know who I am Nick Rakowski. I work down in Ithaca, New York for RE/MAX in Motion. I specialize in helping people achieve their dreams in home ownership as well as investments. So if you like what you see on my real estate page, I also have an investment page as well as an investment group. They're called the New York State Investing Group. You can find us on Facebook. Make sure you like my page at Through the Roof Homes. It's my little username if you guys need to search for me. And yeah, give me a comment, give me a call sometimes. I would love to talk to you guys about real estate. I'm here to answer all of your questions. You can email me, you can call me on my phone. I'd love to chat with you guys. So I hope the best for you guys this spring. And I'm looking forward to working with a lot of you, and it's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited for 2019, and I'm really excited for you guys, so that way you guys can move on to that next chapter in your life. So, anyways, that's all for this video. Stay tuned.